This is a demonstration of how to use the lot line adjustment segregation task, which is an ORMAP Tools Group workflow task. The demonstration uses the Benton County Pilot dataset in the ArcPro Fabric 3.4 environment using a file geodatabase. Task steps are discussed in detail in the task documentation and in the lot line adjustment video. I'm going to use this task to segregate or divide Taxlot 3100 into two new tax lots. I'm going to open up the ORMAP Workflow Tools tasks and select the lot line adjustment segregation task. I'm going to press on the right arrow to open the task. The first step is to create a record. This can be any name that you want. I'm going to select a record type. It could be segregation. And then I'm going to update the source. This could be a survey or a document number and the type. At that point, I'm going to create the record by typing in create. The source and the source type will then be used to update the tax lot polygons. I optionally can set the snapping in this environment, as well as optionally select or change the ground to grid correction. Once that's done, and then I'm going to select the parent tax lot, which is Taxlot 3100. I'm going to press next. And it's going to run a duplicate tax lot historic script. This tool duplicates the selected tax lot and sets it historic. It then automatically runs the shrink to seeds tool, removes the polygons from the edit environment, and now I'm ready to select my lines to make historic. No lines will be made historic, so I'm going to skip this step. Which, being that there are no lines, the next step is going to tell me that I have no lines selected, and it's going to give me an error. I'm just going to skip this step. And now I'm ready to edit and construct lines. In this example, I'm going to divide Taxlot 3100 along its northeast boundary and make a tax lot that's 50 foot wide. To do that, I'm going to select the north tax lot line. I'm going to go to the edit environment or the workflow environment, and I'm going to select the divide tool. Then I'm going to divide that line from the beginning by 60 feet. Press divide. And then I'm going to repeat the same command on the south line, and now I have two lines. I then am going to create a tax lot. I could have done a number of different functions, such as traverse and so forth, to modify this internal boundary, but for the sake of making things go fast, I'm going to just digitize the line. I'm going to select the endpoint. I'm going to go to the other endpoint. I'm going to double click, and at that point the line is there. I'm going to press next because I'm done modifying lines. And in this step, I'm going to select the seed, and I'm going to duplicate it by right-clicking, typing copy, then paste, and then I'm going to move it so that it's in the boundary of the new tax lot. I'm going to press the checkbox to say the move worked, and then I'm going to press next. In this particular case, it's going to reconstruct some seeds, and I now have two polygons. They are both labeled 3100. The one on the left is 3100, and the one on the right is 3100. And I want to modify the attribute for 3100 to be 31.1. And what you'll see when I do, you'll see that it now has changed based on the attributes, the map tax lot, the OR tax lot number, and the associated information. You'll see that map acres has been changed and is now been created automatically for me. And you can see that the source and the survey information that I typed in when I created the record have automatically been updated, and that my record name has been updated in this polygon as well. And now the task is complete.